Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. This is going to be Girl Meets World Season 2, Girl Meets Riley Town review and rundown. And the only reason why I said the title of the episode is because I don't know the episode number. Alright, so this episode was truly one of the best Season 2 episodes. I feel like, call it what you want, but I feel like this episode really set the mark. One, because of Rowan Blanchard. She nailed this. I feel like the last few episodes have been, too much Riley Town. It's been a little bit... I still love Riley, and I still love Rowan Blanchard's performance as Riley, but we haven't seen anything groundbreaking yet. I think that this episode helped us, because... Sure, the last few episodes, Riley has just been the same. You know what I mean? Maya and all that stuff, and just this season, everybody's pretty much had their own episodes. Farkle, Lucas have all had their own episodes, and even Maya, so, yeah. So I feel like Riley has just been a little bit too, just been the same the last few episodes. So this really helped, in that case, because she's made this episode groundbreaking. It's kind of her episode of everybody's episodes that they've had this season, so I can't wait to talk about it, so let's get started. Okay, so this episode was really great. Like I said, this was kind of like the cyberbullying, kind of episode that if you want to call it that. So first up, it starts off with Riley, pretending she's sick. Obviously, it's pretending. And then, Maya comes in like, just regular Maya. It's regular day. What's going on? Riley Town. And then Riley just goes cray on Maya and says, "You are a bully." Which I thought was really funny because by the advertisements, obviously, we were like, okay, there's a bully of some sort, and Maya's gonna be heart to heart and all that stuff. Yet she called Maya the bully. So I was like, whoa. Whoa, Rowan Blanchard. Whoa, Riley. What you talking about? No bully. No Maya, not no bully. And then it just goes on to be Riley actually, was getting all these horrible texts and these horrible things going on. And, well, in this case, I can't talk today. In this Disney case, if it was any other show that was a drama or something, it would be really, really bad and nasty. But it wasn't that bad, just saying. But it was still bad. It was still horrible. Don't do that to people. Anyway, but Riley was just taking it out on Maya because she had nobody else to take it out on. So, and nobody else could help. And this episode was kind of like the friends, friends bonding. The parents can't really handle this kind of thing when your friends can really lean on you. They know you. They're with you all the time. Whereas your parents do know you more than anybody else. But your friends also can help you with the problem that's going on. This kind of problem. Parents can help with tons and tons of stuff, but I feel like this one was definitely the Friends episode. You can see in this episode that the parents really, according to Panga, really couldn't help at this point. Maya is the one that could help. Lucas, and Farkle and Zay, too, could help as well. So it was kind of this kind of episode, this a thing where it's this is a friends matter, whereas Corey and Topanga weren't in it as much, and I don't think Augie... Yeah, he wasn't in it at all. So it kind of made sense that this was kind of the Friends kind of episode where, they come together, help your friend get over the cyberbullying and all that kind of stuff. So which was really good. It was a really good episode. I feel like they didn't take it too far. I feel like it was still... I feel like Girl Meets World can do these themes, yet when they do these kind of things, where they do these kind of groundbreaking stories, with the Farkle episode, with, what he was going through, they still made it like Girl Meets World. There was still funny, hilarious moments when, that was still a Girl Meets World episode. When Lucas just broke off, first of all, the rings that for the behind the counter, that was crazy. When he smashed through everything to get through the window, just craziness, which I'll talk about in a minute. But I feel like every time I do a themed episode, Girl Meets World always makes it feel like a Girl Meets World episode. They never change their tone of their show, which is good, because when you have a show that changes the tone, if you're trying to do something different in the writing, then it just doesn't make sense. If you guys know what I'm talking about. Say this Girl Meets World episode, it was a really, cyberbullying serious episode, yet the tone was still a Girl Meets World episode, which is what I like about it. When I like shows that do different things in their writing, yet they still stay the same tone, which is really great as well. Then we go on to the class. I feel like this episode we really didn't learn much from the lesson that Corey was teaching us. It was okay, you're teaching us this little lesson, but we're gonna do this on our own anyway. That was okay. I'm gonna give that one a pass. Then, the cannon comes back, the little cannon with the golf balls, or whatever you want to call them, ping pong balls. They come back. Farkle's shooting up Zay and Lucas. That was another funny moment. And can we just say that Zay is one of my favorite characters of all time now? Just saying. I feel like Zay is going to be the Farkle of season 1. Farkle in season 1 was still, he was in pretty much every episode, yet he wasn't like a main title sequence person. So will Zay get a title sequence in season 3? Will he like be a main character? I hope so, because I just like the guy who plays Zay, and I like the character, and I like his chemistry with everybody else. I just love it so much. But anyway, it goes on to Topanga's The Ice Cream War. I'm not going to get too much into that one. I am going to get into the Lucas Superman Clark Kent strength. He like rips off everything and just like I was like, what the hey is wrong with you? What are you, like the Hulk? Like what's going on with you? Just like smashing up everything. Do you know how much Topanga is gonna have to spend to get those fixed? Topanga's gonna have to pay out of her own lawyer pockets to pay for that and fix that. So it's all your fault. Guess what you did? But I like that we got to see a little bit of Lucas, Texas, or Texas Lucas. I guess you'd call it. You know, we call this Texas. We call this Wednesdays in Texas. That was one of the funny lines in the episode. But yeah, it goes up being that he breaks into the house. Zay eats cereal. I don't know what's going on with that. Looks like Honey Nut Cheerios. Good choice. I was just joking. But anyway, it ends up being that Riley gets through this, and she confronts this bully, and, you know, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, this is how I am every day, and you're not going to change that, which is good. And the conflict is settled, and everything's great, and we don't really get to find out who the bully really is, sadly. I wanted to find out, like, what does she look like, who is she, what's going on with this, maybe some, like, Maya talking smack to the bully. Like, we didn't really get to find out who it really was or what this person was, but I guess it was okay how they left it. It was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. Other things that I saw in this episode, have you noticed that, like, Jeff actually pointed this out a few episodes ago, like a long time ago, but it's happening again. Have you noticed that every episode they're still teasing the, mucus? Or Laya, whatever you want to call it, Mucus, like Maya and Lucas, whatever you want to call it, they're still teasing that a little bit. Have you ever, like, seen that they're shipping it closely and closely and closely? I've seen that, and, like, how Maya wanted to lift the whole bed up with his one arm. That was, like, just all those things, I feel like they're still teasing that, so we'll have to see what happens with that as well. I really want Farkle to end up with Maya, just because it's, like, the funniest, like, they're total opposites, yet they still come together. But there's Smackle, and Smackle's too is, like, really fun to have as a character with Farkle, so whatever, which one ever works. And Riley and Lucas, you know, whatever. Who's Zay going to have? Let's introduce someone for Zay in the future. But it really doesn't matter. We really don't need relationships in the show, but we still have it, so it's a good thing. You go through, this is pretty much the middle school guide. It's like the more subtle Ned's Declassified of Disney Channel, where you go through these middle school problems, and you kind of, it's like the Boy Meets World canon version of Ned's Declassified on Disney Channel. It's like you go through all these things, and then you solve it, and you know what's going on. It's like a guide. So basically, we're going to get relationships as well. But, you know, at the end of the day, this episode was really great. Rowan is an amazing actress. She nailed this. Nailed this episode. I feel like this is the best episode that she has done, acting-wise, in season 2. Like, she's a great actor on her own, but this, like, everything, just the tears and how she played it and how she did this was really great. And really, she was doing the opposite of Riley, and that's kind of hard to do, because she has said in the past that Riley is her. Basically, she is Riley in real life. So doing this is the opposite, and it's really a big challenge when you play your character, but have to shift over from emotions to a different character. And this episode, she shifted the emotions, so it's really great that she nailed that performance. And she was really great in this episode. You know, same for Sabrina. She was great in this episode as well. Everybody was just really on top, on point this episode, on fleek in this episode. But that's all I gotta say, so don't forget to comment what you thought about the episode. I thought it was great. There are links down there to my Twitter, Instagram, and Vine. There are also links up there to my other videos and my Girl Meets World playlist. You guys can click on those and watch all of the reviews from this season. And that's pretty much all I have to say, so like and favorite, I keep messing that up every video. Like and favorite this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.